I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, 'cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Hi, it's Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Hey, I hope you're doing well. If you're a returning subscriber, we really appreciate it, and we thank you very much. And if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing and hit that thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm for getting this video out for people to see. That being said, why do men come to the Philippines? Well, there's one primary reason, but it has a lot of subcategories. The biggest reason men come to the Philippines is because their dollar goes further. In their pursuit of whatever lifestyle they desire, their dollar spends further here. Secondarily to that, many of them are looking for relationships. And this is where a lot of people are going to rip me apart on this. But you know, we just tell it as the facts show it. Okay? In the U.S., if you want to be dating in a age gap relationship because you don't want to just sit on the couch all day, retired, and, you know, eat Cheetos and have a lonely life, or you want to date someone that's young and vibrant and will go along with you, that's very difficult for guys in their 50s and 60s and 70s even. But there are solutions to that. There are, and I looked it up. So when you flame me, you know, when you troll me, be prepared to back it up, because I am. There are over 50 sugar baby, sugar daddy websites. In total, there are millions of men on these websites. And they can afford to be on these websites. But the typical, very typical U.S. retiree cannot afford that. But here in the Philippines, they can. Here in the Philippines, they can be a sugar daddy on a $3,000 a month allowance. You're not going to be living in a McMansion, okay? But you can live very comfortably, and you can provide whatever it is you want to provide to multiple girls from week to week. And that age gap differentiation can be 20 and 30 and even 40 years old. We have seen 60-year-old men dating 20-year-old women. Okay? And some of them are in actually long-term relationships because it'll evolve from one thing to the next. They don't really look at it here as a sugar daddy, sugar baby, although the term gold digger does come up on occasion. But men come here because their dollar goes further. And quite frankly, it's because they can buy a lot more peck. And that's just the way it is. If you don't like it, you know, you're doing the same thing in the U.S. Dating in the U.S. is the same thing. You can take a girl out to dinner here for $30. Try that in the U.S. Try to impress a girl with a $30 dinner in the U.S. Actually, a $15 dinner, because you're going to have to feed yourself as well. You can take a girl out to a $30 dinner here and still slide her some extra cash at the end of the night. And, of course, the old saying goes, you don't pay them to boom boom, you pay them to leave. And some men are like that. Now, I don't encourage it, but I'm not looking down on anybody's relationship or how they do anything. Okay? Arlene and I are very happily married. But if I was a young guy or an old guy, which I am, and I was single, I would certainly be thinking of the Philippines. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why do men come to the Philippines? They come because their dollar spends further, and because age gap relationships are not looked down on. They are not abnormal. Filipino women look at mature men as being an advantage. Sure, I can't speak to how every Filipino woman feels. And I can't say that every Filipino woman prefers. But I have spoken with a lot of them who prefer not to date younger men. Okay? We have some friends that are in their 20s, and they would not consider dating a Filipino guy that didn't have a future and wasn't at least 30 years old. Secondarily, besides their dollar going further, and because the subcategory of age gap relationships don't matter, another reason that American and other Western men, Australian, UK, European, that they come here is because the language. There's no language barrier. Sure, sometimes the accent will get to you just a little bit, okay? And sometimes the translation and verbiage will get to you a little bit, but it's not something you can't figure out pretty easily. That's for sure. I don't know what the big deal is about all the people complaining about old men coming over here and dating young women. They look down upon it. And I just don't see it like that. I really and truly do not. I think a person should be judged by the pages that they are, just like a book. You can't judge a book by its cover. You have to judge it by its contents. You can't judge a girl just by her age. You have to judge her by her entire attitude. All right? Where her values are and what she intends. Now, are there plenty of girls out there that are going to bounce from rich guy to rich guy? Yeah. But that's not what they necessarily want to do. They'd love to be able to settle down. Are there girls out there that will scam you? Yeah, if you're dumb enough to try and have a long distance relationship for years, I shouldn't say dumb. I should just say, if you're willing to take that kind of a risk, you are really falling into that risk category of getting scammed. But that's why men come here. That's why men come to the Philippines. They come here because they're not ready to be a senior citizen in their home country. Their senior citizen situation, for the number of dollars that they have, isn't something that they like. Here, you can be a senior citizen and have a very full life on a lot less dollars. Hey, one of the things I'd like to mention, Arlene and I are on Buy Me a Coffee. If you enjoy the content, If you'd like to help support our channel, down below in the description, there's a link to our Buy Me a Coffee. Please feel free to buy us a coffee. Make a small donation. No need to do it. We're going to continue to keep putting out material, but we just thought we'd throw it out there, and we'd be very, very grateful. Otherwise, we'd really please appreciate subscribing and hitting that thumbs up. That's really important. Coming down the road, we've got a lot of stuff going on. We're preparing for our big trip. Okay. And a special shout out. It is now 3:20 a.m. where actually it's 12:20 a.m. where my daughter lives. Happy birthday, Bean. I love you. I miss you. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Don't party too hard tomorrow. It's my daughter's 21st birthday. She graduates. She has her 21st birthday tomorrow, and week after next, she graduates from college. And then the week after that, actually 3 days after that, she'll be here for 3 weeks. So happy birthday, Bean. Dad really misses you. Can't wait for you to get here. Otherwise, you know what, folks? Thanks and have a great day.